Like to call the meeting to order for the Economic Development Committee for July 26, 2023. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, can we have roll call, please?
Sure thing. Joseph Barry.
Here.
Rob Godoy.
Here.
Lauren Sustek.
She's absent.
Absent. Scott Bell.
Here.
John DeYoung.
Here?
Kelly Stoming.
Here.
Oh, you're like really, the microphone's
I'm
very
sorry.
loud. No, I like it. Joe Wisewadi.
Here.
Jason Dravitt.
Here.
Mike Aurelio is not here, and Sergio Mendoza is also not here.
Okay, thank you very much. You have all the minutes before you, and please review to make sure if there's any corrections or additions or subtractions. Let me know.
Thank you, sir. Oh, right. There. Keep signing.
Okay, good enough. You want a second one signed too?
I need 2 copies, yes.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay. Your daughter is traveling?
She is.
That's nice, huh?
She's in Rome and going to the Vatican today, and
How fun.
yeah,
What an experience, huh?
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of worry.
Is she in college or just?
She is, but yeah, she's doing it for a church thing for the
Oh,
diocese.
nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
hmm
Okay, has everybody reviewed the minutes?
Mhm.
Yep. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
I'll make it.
And
I'll second that motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No? Motion approved. Or, minutes approved. All right, thank you very much. All righty. So we have these spotlights, but I think we'll kind of push past them in case, unless they're coming in here. Oh, there's Mike. Oh, hello.
Mike Aurelio.
So, I think I'd like to have you just give us a review, Joe, on what's happening with the new development and who's in what building, if they've signed any leases over there at on Shops 96th, and if you can do that for us, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
So, as you know, they're working on the construction of the Shops 96th
Right.
plaza. We have not gotten any information through my office as far as any business license applications, but I know that Mr. Boyer's been working with potential tenants on that. So, and I don't think they're ready to disclose that information yet. So,
Very good.
so with respect to that, also the St. John Commons the construction's underway on that. They started a lot of the commercial frontage portion of it. As you know, some of that's mixed use toward the rear end of that, and then behind that is the residential area. So they're moving along on that. I know they got a lot of the infrastructure in the ground over there, and they've got, buildings going up. I was out there Monday and took a look at that. So that's going along. We're waiting on an update for the 109th Calumet Avenue and 101st corridor study, or corridors study, I should say. that we should be getting a existing use or existing uses and also a draft report of that. That should be coming out. I think we have a meeting on that scheduled next week, conference call with the consultant, Tesca. So moving along with that. So just to kind of give you an early preview, I'll be reporting on this also with the town council, but had a luncheon meeting with the lieutenant governor today at the South Shore
Convention.
yeah, so CVA. Had a really good meeting, talked about economic development opportunities, tourism, stuff like that. Really good conversations. Mayor of Crown Point and Hobart were there, so we had a really good conversation about some things. So also there was Mr. Schilling. As part of that process, obviously they're promoting tourist destinations, and obviously the shrine is his passion, literally.
Sure.
And so he was asked to come to attend that as well. But it was a nice luncheon, small formal group of folks, but was a good opportunity to learn a little bit more about, what they do, what the what the lieutenant governor's role is in that whole capacity, and how we all fit together with that. So it was a good meeting. Glad I was invited to attend.
I do have one question. Is there any information on the grant writing process on, like last year we got some money for fireworks for for the 4th of July, and
Right. So
this year there wasn't any available from them, but
correct.
where are
So-
we at in the loop for next year?
The innkeeper's tax
Excuse me.
is what was probably used. I don't know if that was the case, but I'm assuming that was probably the innkeeper's tax,
Yep.
which is kind of managed by those folks. So they're looking at revamping the whole, methodology of the innkeeper's tax and stuff like that. So they're kind of trying to push legislation to kind of revamp that whole archaic way of doing it. But I did ask about that. In fact, he'll be here this evening, and we'll have an opportunity to view their presentation tonight at the council meeting. He's got like a 5-10 minute presentation they're going to do about what they do, that kind of thing. And one of the conversations that his assistant and I were having was, what we can use those funds for.
Sure.
And it's for promotion of tourism and events. So
Sure.
that could be something that, it may be used for. I know that there was money that was used for Christmas in the Park. So, that's also an opportunity for promoting the town and getting people involved, to come to an event. So,
Sure.
and as you know, the Freedom Fest was a really big success. I would say we had more than double of what we had the previous year at this last one. It was very well attended, very well done. I mean, I can't say how well the Parks Department did on that and their staff, but kudos to them and everyone that helped out on that, and everyone that donated. So
Sure.
those are appreciated. So sponsors are important.
All right. Well, thanks, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
I'll consider that my report too.
It'd be good. Well, we want to get on that list if there's any opportunities
Yeah.
for, town grants and things like that. So, we also, since our business spotlights are not here yet, we, excuse me, if we can ask Mr. Aurelio to give us an update.
Sure. And I can understand why they're not here. The traffic on 41 is horrendous. So that was the reason why I was late, so I apologize for that.
Got to go around the block to get here.
Yeah.
So the last few times I went this way, which was a major error, I just came up, just coming south on 41. That's an error in judgment. I won't be doing that again.
There's no fun way to get here.
No. So speaking of the lieutenant governor, my understanding is one of her responsibilities as lieutenant governor is economic development for the state of Indiana. It's one of her core responsibilities. Did she elaborate much of, how her focus would change, or what her vision is for the rest of the year for our region? Did she have anything interesting to say about that?
Well, I know she did say that, she's been very committed to, the success of the Northwest Indiana in terms of economic development, tourism, stuff like that. So, she's very eager to help out any way she can.
Yeah, she's.
And I really appreciated her, passion to do that, because honestly, it's good to hear your state officials, wanting to help out in that aspect, so.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then going back to the money that we got a couple of years ago for the fireworks, and I think that they gave us $25,000. I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
I think that was COVID era money. I think that was an unusual grant that they gave us that year. I remember that kind of happening. I think we were almost surprised that money was available, and they were very generous. And I think that went to many towns. I'm not surprised to hear that they did not give us money. I'm sad that they didn't give us any money this year, but I'm not shocked by that. So, and I do look forward to hearing what Dave Uran's got to say tonight. Any kind of help that we can get with economic development in town would be wonderful. So, but moving forward with some of our projects here in town, summertime, I don't have a lot to add. So I just appreciate your committee continuing to work on things, and thankful for your efforts. So,
Thanks, Mike. All right. Okay, tonight we have a business spotlight for two businesses that are featured here tonight. So I'm going to mention them. The owners of these facilities are not available, but we had Premier Vitality Clinic, and they are coming to town, and also Transitions Counseling. So these are two new businesses that are in town, and we welcome them. And at some point, I'm sure they'll be here to do a business spotlight. So thank you for that.
Are those businesses open yet? Are they open?
Say that again.
Are they open currently? These two
It's-
businesses?
Well, it says.
I believe they are, yes. Because the business licenses were issued in April or in May.
Okay, because I looked them up, and it looked like they had a location, but I didn't see it
Right.
online. I didn't see their sign out front, so just curious.
And I know Anastasia did reach out to them to let them know, so
Yeah,
we'll make sure that we reach out to them personally.
sure. Okay, do we have any other updates that the committee needs to know about, Joe?
Not that I can think of now.
Okay.
If there's any specific questions, I know 93rd, everyone knows that's a mess, so, but it's coming along.
Yeah.
They're supposedly on schedule, so that's a good thing.
So they had closed 93rd going eastbound for a bit today.
They did, and-
probably didn't get to do because it started raining. I'm sure they pulled off.
And the reason why they wanted to close that was because they wanted to do the tie-in with 41, so, but they decided to hold off on that because they want to do it all in one day. So they have to schedule, and it's logistics about, getting the paving and all that stuff done at the same time. They don't want to dig it up, leave, Jersey barriers up, and then, risk of, having a big hole in the ground. So they want to just get it all done and over with in one fell swoop. So, which that makes sense. And Evan will give an update tonight on that during the council meeting.
Sounds good.
Okay. Any correspondence from our committee members? No? Rob? Kelly?
No.
Em?
No.
Nope.
No? I do have, one thing I've been working on is with a business that possibly would be interested in doing a land swap because of some road and some land issues there, but that should be considered for this client. So I would like to share that with you after the meeting, and they are pretty interested in coming to town, so got that going, so.
Good to know.
Other than that, that's all we have for tonight. There's no public comment here, so. I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make it.